I finally figured out why I'm hard stuck in Black Ops 6 rank play. And if you're watching this, there's a real chance it's the same reason you're hard stuck too. I've been winning games, dropping good stats, doing everything quote unquote right, and still barely climbing. Getting 17 to 20 SR per win and straight up losing 40 plus SR per loss. I've even had multiple teammates tell me that the stats I put up do not match the SR that I get in return. But we found out the main reason for that as well, and it might blow your freaking mind. So after being hella frustrated, I started digging. And the truth is, your SR is lying to you. And the system behind it, it is designed to mislead almost every player who touches rank. Understand, everybody's experience in Black Ops 6 rank play is different when it comes to the SR and HPR system. There is no one-size-fits-all, end-all be-all answer to get unhard stuck, to get more SR, whatever the case is. I want to be explicitly clear on that. The SR system mostly tracks basic stats such as KD and wins and losses. It does not accurately reward high IQ plays or real impact like picking up slack from your teammates, controlling spawns, getting those big kills that make or break the game, or just cleaning up messes from your teammates. The system does not care about none of that shit, which is exactly why players like you who do the right things can end up or are still hard stuck. So obviously SR is what we see on the screen, but what really controls this is the HPR system, or your hidden performance rating. That is ultimately what decides your lobbies, your SR gains, and even how hard your SR climb will be. Two players can both be Diamond 1, but if one has a higher HPR than the other, one might gain plus 40 for a win, while the other barely scrapes by with 17. Your SR is just a number. Your HPR is the system's opinion of your value, and that opinion often gets wrong, especially when the system low-key only really rewards one playstyle. Now, in theory, the system should reward good performance, but let's peel a few layers back here. The SR system pays closer attention to your KD and your score per minute, but it has no idea if you made that play that actually won the round. You could have broken hill solo, rotated early, or made a heads-up bait that flipped spawns. You could do all that right, A, B, C, D, all the way to Z, and the system sees a 1.0 KD and a win. That's it. Meanwhile, the guy dropping 35 with shit hill time, while your team loses, his HPR might go up behind the scenes because his stats look flashy. The system seems to reward noise, not nuance. And that's why so many smart, impactful players get hard stuck, while stat chasers keep climbing. And ultimately, I get it. That is one thing about Call of Duty we grew to learn and love. Just getting as many kills as possible, going on the highest kill streak possible, that is what gives us the most dopamine. And it is fun. But at the same time, there is a handful of people that will rather go crazy and lose the game than do just okay and win the game. Because let's be honest, most gamers are selfish. But if you ask me, nobody cares about your 4.0 KD if you took the L. Now, let's talk about the main reason why I am hard stuck. And this could be the exact same situation for you. Stacking might be why you're hard stuck, even if you're good. Remember at the top of the video where I told you guys that my teammates say my stats don't line up with my SR? Here's why. This was a major low blow for your boy. I'm stacking with teammates I trust, and it's literally holding me back. The rank system assumes stacks have an advantage. So when you queue with your friends, it turns down your SR gains and expects more from you. If you and your team win a close 3-2 in control, you get less SR because the system thought you should have dominated. But if you lose with that same stack, especially as the highest HPR player, you take a huge SR hit because the algorithm expected you to carry. It doesn't care how hard the lobby was, it only cares that you didn't live up to the expectation. And if you're the best in the group, you will definitely get punished for it. You can drop a 2.5 KD in a diamond lobby, giving good comms, and just being the most impactful on the map, and still get less SR than the guy who dropped the 1.5 KD but didn't rotate once. Why? Because the system assumed that you were supposed to win. The better you are compared to your teammates, the worse your SR climb becomes. And that's where I realized I'm not hard stuck because I'm bad. I'm hard stuck because I always play with the squad. I think I've only solo queued 2 or 3 times total since Black Ops 6 rank play has been live. And the problem with that is the system thinks that you're trying to game the system by always squatting up. So apparently it looks at solo queue and duo queuing as a part of the grind, and that can reward you with more SR. And it's kind of been a conversation I've had with the squad here and there. Like, yo, you're hard stuck because you don't solo queue. And not that I completely wrote it off or anything, but ultimately that is what made me start doing a lot of digging. And some things may feel counterintuitive because obviously we're playing to win and the system is playing numbers. It doesn't see that you called out spawns, set up rotations, called a play that gave your team a killer P4, and it also doesn't see that you have this godlike audio setup like Waves Customs that lets you hear everything on the map crystal clear and accurately. You can get your pair today, fit custom for your ears only, and an aesthetic that fits your personality. Click the first link down in the description and use code NERV7 for 10% off any purchase at checkout. Get it back on track though, the system only sees did you win and how did you perform, and I think that's kind of a problem. If you ask me, ranked is about impact, not stats. But according to the system, it's the other way around. And if you're consistently doing things that don't show up on the scoreboard, you're more valuable than the system is giving you credit for. And that's the lie. SR measures results, not growth. So what do you do if you're in this situation? Now that I see Black Ops 6 ranked play this way, I changed how I approach ranked. I officially have to stop obsessing over SR, and I started watching my VODs like I'm coaching my past self. Did I rotate early? Did I set up lanes? Was I predictable? And unfortunately, this is a lot of gas that I'm going to have to start taking over into solo and duo queuing. Now, I personally haven't put this in motion myself yet, but when you chase mastery instead of numbers, things will kind of change their narrative. Looking at my gameplay from even a few months ago to now, I do not look like the same player because again, I had this idea in my mind, okay, if I do everything right, I'll get on hard stuck. And while everyone is stuck actually gaming the system, you're becoming the better player, the system eventually has to reward. So now we should know how to read between the lines to a degree. Drop your current rank down in the comment section and let us know if you think your SR is holding you back. If you dug the video, consider subscribing, and if you want to support the channel beyond subscribing, don't hesitate to become a member and check out this video right here. We talk about the difference between good players and godlike players in Black Ops 6 rank play. I'll see you guys over there.